You are in for a treat because our next speaker, I'm going to tell you a little bit about her. Her name is Casey Gunning, and she lives in Littleton, Colorado. She is the proud twin sister of Sister Mary Casey O'Connor, a sister of life. She loves life, and she wants to invite others to love it too. For the past 15 years, Casey has been working as a teacher's assistant at a family-owned daycare. She has a very busy social life and has enjoyed living independently. She's a lifelong athlete with the Special Olympics and has enjoyed competing in downhill skiing, basketball, swimming, and bowling. Living her life with Down syndrome, she's come to see the many blessings that that's brought her, and she's also come to realize God's mission for her in this world, and that is to love. Casey is grateful to God for the chance to proclaim the precious goodness of life. So it is my joy to welcome onto the stage Casey Gunning.
It might take a while for you to get there.
Awesome, Casey.
Hello, Life Fest. My name is Casey, and I'm so happy to be here with you today. Everybody thinks I'm special, but I have also a really special sister. She's my twin sister, Sister Mary Casey. She joined the Sisters of Life for 8 years and even took my name. I'm so proud of her for following Jesus. She's my role model. We are here to tell you that love is the answer. We are so happy to share some of our story with you.
Shortly after our parents got married, doctors told our mom that she wouldn't be able to have children of her own. But longing for a family, they were so grateful at the chance to adopt our brother, and then a few years later, adopt our sister. They were hopeful for still another child and went back to the adoption agency a third time. At that time, there were so many people seeking to adopt children and so few babies up for adoption that the agency asked our parents to consider adopting a child with special needs. They thought about it, but truth be told, they just didn't feel qualified. They didn't think that they had what it would take to raise a child with special needs. Little did they know, they were already pregnant with us. Go ahead. Wait 1 sec, so they don't do it.
We were born on St. Patrick's Day.
Keep going.
My parents learned that I had Down syndrome. They had no clue what a huge blessing I would be to the whole family.
Right here.
I am definitely the favorite.
It's true. Growing up with Casey was a lot of fun. I always had a friend at my side and a mostly willing buddy to accompany me on my crazy adventures. But as a kid, I remember the moments when I started to realize that we were different from each other. And my little kid heart desperately wanted us to be the same. I even remember begging God to change us and make us the same. It wouldn't be for many years later that I would finally come to realize that God hadn't made a mistake, that God knew what he was doing, and that changing either of us was not the answer. I came to realize that God actually entrusted us to each other, that he wanted us to need each other. You see, God always sees the bigger picture, and his picture is always perfect. Casey has taught me so much about life and love. She's taught me to love the other person simply because they are worthy of being loved. She's taught me to give people the benefit of the doubt. And she's taught me to forgive no matter what. Casey's also taught me that it's okay to have weaknesses, that it's okay to have needs. that our weaknesses are actually a place where we can learn to need God and need each other.
The truth is, we all have weakness. We all have needs. Our weakness gives other people a chance to really love. We should not be afraid to love or be loved. Love is the best.
Oftentimes, fear can prevent us from loving. We're afraid of our limitations, the messiness of our life, our imperfections. Casey has shown me that limitations can be hard, but hard is not bad. God is aware of all of our limitations, and He is planning to ask big things of us, each one of us, especially when it comes to life and love. God doesn't make mistakes, and He gives every life as a gift. He asks all of us to love with our entire self, even with our limitations and our weaknesses.
Needs are not an obstacle to love. There have been hard times when I get frustrated by what I can't do. But then I remember that God looks at me, and He sees only the good that I can do, the good that we can all do, the good that we all can do. He looks at us with love, and He depends on us to bring to the whole world. God has given my life a meaning and a purpose, and a very special mission to love. I want you to know that you are loved. Your life is good, and I love you.
Thank you. Say God bless you.
Here to you, Messa.
Thank you. Say thank you. We love you.
I'm not good.
Oh my glory. Those two, watch out. I mean, guess who's starring at the rally? Oh yes, Casey and Sister Mary Casey O'Connor. You will see them again. I'm happy for them. And their proud parents are here, Mr. and Mrs. Gunning. We're so grateful for your witness as well. Thank you for your yes and your love.